Swallow this.
Welcome back, or welcome to the channel. This is That Review Guy, and this is my review of A Quiet Place Day 1, which is the prequel to A Quiet Place and A Quiet Place Part 2. By the title, you can realize that this movie takes place on day 1 of the alien outbreak, I guess you would call it, of the aliens arriving on Earth and attacking everybody, and just it shows you how that whole process was in an area other than the first 2 movies. The film stars Lupita Nyong'o, who plays Sam, who is fighting terminal cancer and in hospice, and with her group of other people in hospice and her caretaker, played by Alex Wolff, who you probably recognize from Hereditary as the guy who slammed his face in the table. They all go into New York for a day and look around, and Sam wants to get a piece of pizza. And while this is all taking place, the aliens crash land on Earth, and everything is just insane and crazy. Everybody's going nuts. People are dying. It's a big mess. And this is basically the catalyst that sets off the rest of the film. During Sam's journey for the slice of pizza with her cat, who I would say is the standout in this movie, she eventually comes upon Joseph Quinn's character, Eric, who is in law school and from England. Throughout the movie, these 2 characters get way closer and start to develop a bond that I thought was really well written and just really well done, and I was really invested in it. And they got closer together, and Joseph Quinn's character, Eric, agrees to help Sam find this piece of pizza. And I just thought it was really unique and just cool, and it was just really, really well done. Now, to talk about the monsters, I thought that they were terrifying. I think out of the 3 movies, there's probably the most of them. No, I'm confident that there was the most of them in this movie. There were scenes where you can see out of a window onto the streets, and there are literal hordes of these monsters just rushing through the streets, and it's terrifying. It really is. It's really well done. It has you on the edge of your seat. I think they're the scariest in this movie out of the 3 for sure. I think this is probably the scariest out of the 3, I would say, for sure. It's the most intense, most action-packed, just most entertaining out of the 3. There was one jump scare in particularly that I remember very explicitly because it was so well done. I don't know if it was meant to be done this way, but there's a scene where something's happening and you're thinking this can't actually be happening, and as you're thinking about that, the jump scare happens, and I swear everybody in my theater jumped out of their seat. It was just really well done and really stood out among the other jump scares, which I don't think there really was too many jump scares, but this is one that definitely stood out. And just the horror and eeriness and creepiness in general of the movie was really great, and I was really invested and entertained by it. There really isn't a whole lot else to say. If you've seen the previous 2 Quiet Place movies, then you know what you're getting into with this one. If you like the previous 2 Quiet Place movies, you should like this one. It's the most action-packed and in-your-face out of all 3, which I think makes it the most entertaining. Although I do think it's the worst out of the 3, I still do think this is a great movie. I really do. I thought it was well acted by the 2 main stars, Lupita Nyong'o and Joseph Quinn. I thought their dynamic was great, and their character development over the movie was just really well done, really well written. Overall, I really enjoyed my time here. I would watch it again, and yeah, that's basically it.